Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to Tea Time with Tanya. Hello, everyone in the chat. Let me say hello to everyone first. Good morning, Marcia, Marie, Kiba, Chase, Joanne. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Let's start today off with a blessing, shall we? Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirit guides, please give us, the collective, a blessing for this Friday, the 30th of September, 2022, the final day of our summer month. We go. We get this. We get a blessing woven in truth. Have the courage to speak your truth, and a heavy burden will be lifted. It is best that everyone involved know where they stand. The truth will set both you and others free. This is a blessing for all concerned, but most of all, for you, dear one. Namaste. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Sylvia. Good morning, spirits beyond the stars. Hello, hello, hello. Let me read this blessing one more time. A blessing woven in truth. Listen to this blessing, guys. This is directly from the universe. Have the courage to speak your truth, and a heavy burden will be lifted. It is best that everyone involved know where they stand. The truth will set both you and others free. This is a blessing for all concerned, but most of all, for you, dear one. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Ooh, guys, I have got some fantastic questions today, and I am going to be doing a collaboration with Johnny later on this week. I will let you know when so that everybody can send in questions for that show. And that's Johnny of Tarot's Apprentice. All right, my first question. Hello, Norma. Hello. My first question is about Judge Aileen Cannon. Aileen Cannon, the judge seated by McConnell after 45 lost the election, the one who is doing all of his bidding right now, trying to eviscerate the Department of Justice. I'm going to do a full throw on Judge Aileen Cannon. This is treason on display, everyone. We have never seen anything so egregious ever play out on the national front. We have a criminal syndicate with its own criminal judge, and that's exactly what it is. Call a spade a spade. Aileen Cannon is a criminal. She is aiding and abetting criminal behavior. That is exactly what she's doing. So let's see, what is the fate of Judge Aileen Cannon? Dear Tarot, spirit guides, universe, ancestors, please speak clearly, truthfully. Tell us all you can about the present and future for Judge Aileen Cannon. Here we go. Guys, what you are seeing, and I hate to keep saying the Federalist Society, but this is what we are seeing. What Aileen Cannon is doing, she is being instructed by the Federalist Society on exactly what moves to make at each turn. She knows she is going to lose. She knows she is going to lose her seat as a federal judge. The circuit courts and the DOJ are going to come after her as a criminal. She will face criminal charges for what she is doing to the United States of America. Understand, she is trying, knowing that the documents that old Donnie boy had in his possession could cause national security problems, not just for the United States, but for allies who we know about their security. And that's what Donnie was selling, guys. That's what Donnie was selling. He was selling out other countries. He was giving Vlad and MBS all the details on their political enemies. Okay, but let's get into this reading. Judge Aileen Cannon, the very first card she gets is the High Priestess. This is her secrets and mystery. These are the secrets that she has sworn fealty to 45, to the Federalist Society. She understands. She knows she's going to lose her seat. They've already assured her that she doesn't have to worry about finances, that when she loses her seat, because of the work that she has done for the Federalist Society and dragging this case to hell to try to slow it down, stop it, derail it, she is going to be rewarded for that. She is waiting for that. The entire world is watching. She is going to fall. She will not get away with what she is trying to do. The Department of Justice, there are entities within the United States government, as corrupt as the whole thing is, but there are still parts that are still working, that are going to work to relieve Judge Aileen Cannon of her position. By the time this is over with, she's going to be exhausted from this, because she is going to show the entire world exactly what it is like to have wealth, to be white, and have power in the United States. She is going to lay out the double standards, the double dealing of what the United States justice system does for people who have money, who have wealth. What we are watching, and guys, I've told you, and I'll continue to say this. Anytime we are dealing with 45 and this ilk, this strength card is abuse of power. And what we see Aileen Cannon doing is abusing her power on a grand scale. In front of him, I think this is Merrick Garland, guys. Merrick is going to come after him and going to come after Judge Aileen Cannon. Merrick Garland is going to come after her. Expect to see charges levied against a judge. She is going to be left wanting, But remember, the Federalist Society has promised to pay her. But society is going to shun her. She's going to be shut out. She will, when she is relieved of her seat, she won't be able to run for dog catcher. Her political career will be completely over. She has given it all. She has given her all to the Federalist Society to try to undo justice, and that's what it is. The final card in her draw is the devil. This is what's coming for her. She hasn't even got here yet, but this is what she is running headlong to. The devil, force, fatality, ruin, destruction, the complete end of Judge Aileen Cannon. She has cut her own throat. She has cut off her own nose despite her face to save a criminal. She has become a criminal. She has given up her whole life for DJT, who would not pick his nose and give her the booger if the shoe was on the other foot. She has done all of this for nothing. She's going to lose, but she'll be paid off in the end. But she will be known forever, ever, ever after as a criminal judge, as nothing more than a common hood. She's a criminal. She's a thug. She is what is wrong with America. She is the face of the GOP. She is exactly what the GOP stands for. Lies, deceit, and doing whatever they can to protect themselves and enrich themselves. Nothing for the greater good of America. No, this is all for self-serving, self-aggrandizing, self-dealing, criminal behavior on display, treason on display. And Judge Aileen Cannon is a traitor. She is a traitor to the United States, to the Constitution, to every one of us. Judge Aileen Cannon is a traitor. Period. Full stop. Okay. My next question is from Jasmine. Jasmine is asking about climate change. Hi, Patty. You're not late. Hi, Corey. Hello. Hello. Julia Jackson. Hello. How you doing? Yep, people will do anything for money. Hello, Annie Jeans. Hello, Jose Meme. Hello, hello, hello. Spirit says, I cannot believe these people are ruining their lives and their careers for Trump. Yeah, and I think everybody probably already saw that old that attorney that he had going on Fox News every day. Now she's saying, well, I really wasn't his attorney. So, guys, that's a whole nother can of worms, because she said she wasn't his attorney. Therefore, there is no attorney-client privilege. What you are seeing is the unraveling of all of 45's defenses. What you are seeing with what this judge is doing is you are seeing the treason and double standards. The whole world is seeing this. The GOP can no longer claim that they are the victims of anything. What we are seeing shows that they are the villains, that they are the bullies, that they are the reason that the United States is as broken as it is today. All right. Yep. And she'll have their money. She'll have their money. Yes, she will. She'll have their money. Okay. Jasmine is talking about climate change. She would like to know, what can we as a collective do to save ourselves? Guys, this is the whole problem with this, and put my cards down, is because we are in climate change. We are not approaching it. That ship has sailed. There is no escape hatch from what we have allowed to happen. 15 years ago, we had the opportunity to stop this train. We did nothing to help save ourselves. And now we have gone past the tipping point. This hurricane that just passed Florida, that is creeping its way up the eastern seaboard. Yes, guys, this is the same one that I'm telling you is going to flood New York City. And there is another one behind it, okay? And it is going to pack just as much wind, except it's going to hit in Texas this time. Okay, guys, we are in this. We are along for the ride now. Now you just have to be prepared for what comes. You cannot be afraid. We're in this. We are in this until it's over. We are in this. We will experience extreme weather patterns. The sea is rising. The polar ice caps are melting. These storms are going to be more intense later into the season. Why? Because it's change. The earthquakes, the volcanoes that are waking up. Guys, our planet is changing, and ain't no stopping that. She is in a rebirth cycle. We are along for the ride. The thing that we can do now is to prepare ourselves. Prepare. Understand that the summers are going to be hotter. Understand that the winters are going to be colder. Invest in yourself. Procure a backup battery pack. It will become a lifesaver. And this is no joke. What we saw happen to Florida, and still probably 70, 80 or more percent of the state is without power. And this is going to churn up the eastern seaboard, leaving Georgia, North and South Carolina without power. It is time to prepare for the inevitable. I am not here to scare you. I am here to prepare you for what is going to happen. It's not maybe, guys. There's no maybe. This is going to happen. We are going to lose power, and it's going to happen over and over and over again. If you are not prepared, you will suffer. You will be losing food in your refrigerator. You will be sitting in the dark. Prepare. This is no joke. Okay? Again, not to scare anybody. We did this to ourselves. We damaged this planet. All of our gas vehicles, all of the CV, the carbon that we put into the air, burning coal instead of using wind and sunlight for electricity that was given to us freely. We dig out of the ground the dirtiest substance and put it into the air, and then wonder why our planet is revolting against us. We're along for the ride now. Prepare, guys. Get backup battery power. Get yourself some candles. Make sure that you have a blanket, some food, and a tarp in your vehicle if you are traveling, because it will be necessary. Okay? We're in this. Now it's time to use your head. Listen to your emergency broadcast services. Listen to them. If they say evacuate, get out. All right? All right. All right. All right. Corey Ray says, it's hard to believe Las Vegas had a tornado warning about a month ago. What, guys, believe it. We get storms that come right here on this street that I live on is like an alley. When the wind picks up, people's roofs fly off. You know, my road floods every time it rains in Las Vegas. It could be an inch of rain and my street will flood. People's houses come apart here when the wind blows. Everybody has got to be prepared. All right. My next question. Jasmine wants to know why come Mar-a-Lago didn't get tore down this time. Guys, don't worry about Mar-a-Lago. I told y'all, Mar-a-Lago is going to be retaken by the sea. Mar-a-Lago, the lake, what is Mar is sea, Lago is lake. So it's sea on the lake. It don't make no sense, but the sea is going to take Mar-a-Lago back. Don't worry. It will happen in divine timing. In divine timing. They still got some evidence they need to get out of Mar-a-Lago. It ain't going to disappear until they've got everything they need. But Mar-a-Lago will be reclaimed by the sea. It will. The sea will rise. It will come up to the front door of Mar-a-Lago. It will be flooded out. Yes, it will. Okay, so don't worry about that. My next question is from Dakota C. Donnie wants to negotiate a peace deal with Vlad. Oh, Donnie boy, the criminal who stole and sold, who never let us hear a word he said between him and Vlad while he was president of the United States, now wants to broker a deal. No, he wants to give more information to Vlad. That's what he wants to do. Vlad does not give two shits about Donnie boy. Donnie is beneath Vlad, and neither one of them are brilliant. But Vlad is way smarter than Donnie is. So, but let's read on this. This is Donnie's words. He's saying this. Nobody has asked him to do anything. And guys, this is nothing but a way to get him and Vlad talking off the record where nobody else can hear. No, this is not going to happen. There is nothing that I'm feeling. Let's see, Dakota, Tarot, please. Will the United States even entertain the Donnie talking to Vlad about world peace? There are some people who think it might be a good idea, but for the most part, everybody in government says no. This is a bad idea. This is another way for Donnie to try to procure money, favors, assets from Vlad, doing things under the table. No, selling out America, the death of America. This is what Donnie is about. Donnie broke it. Donnie broke it. Donnie gave everybody hammers to break it with. And now he wants to stand up and say, oh, well, I can fix it. No, he can't. No, he can't. He broke this. He's trying to put his name out there. He's trying to make it look like he has some type of a value as a free person. He doesn't. This is all of what Donnie is trying to do. He's throwing spaghetti at the wall to see if anything will stick. He is throwing spitballing to see if there's anything he can do that will stop him from going down the road of trouble that he is going down. Donnie is about to lose everything. As soon as Merrick gets up off his duff and arrests him, Donnie is looking at losing everything. Donnie is going away forever and ever and ever. Okay? But no, again, yeah, I think the only one that thinks Donnie talking to Vlad is a good idea is Donnie and some people in his ilk. But the rest of the civilized, sane world knows that that's a bad idea and it's not going to happen. Hi, Mickey, how you doing? Okay. Al Gore tried to save it. Yep, Al Gore tried. He told us 20 years ago. He tried. He begged us to do everything we could. He did everything he could to try to prevent this from happening. And we laughed in his face. We called him an idiot. We laughed at him. And look at where we are now. Okay. Next question is from DianeDL. Woo! She's got a bunch. I'm going to do some pulls on some fates of some people. First one is Tucker Carlson. But before we go in there, let me see if there's any questions in the chat. That $3 million lawyer has already fired Trump as a client. Yeah, you guys remember MAGA, making attorneys get attorneys. Okay, that's what MAGA stands for. Making attorneys get attorneys. Okay. Patty, no, don't be scared. Fear is death. Fear is certain death. We can do what we can do now. We can prepare our homes. We can prepare ourselves. We can prepare our emotions for what we know is going to happen. We can prepare for the lean times, but we must prepare. This is what it's about. This is bringing us together. Guys, we're going to have tragedy after tragedy. All of this is to bring us together as a collective, as a group, so that we rely on each other, that we stand together. Because together, once we stand together, we can defeat anything that comes at us. As long as we are divided and separated, they can control us through fear. They can control us through force. This is why they try so hard to keep the races separate, to keep everyone fighting with each other, throwing this little tidbit and that little tidbit of lies, to keep verruyo, to keep nastiness going. They want us pitted at each other's throat because then they know they can defeat us. The moment we stand together, link arm in arm, hand in hand, we've won, and they know it. And that is what they are trying to do, is to keep us separate, to keep us hating each other, to keep us fighting each other, to keep us blaming each other for the state of the world, instead of looking at the ones who are actually causing all of this mess and blaming them. Guys, we blame ourselves for what the government does instead of blaming the government. Once we decide that we've had enough. Guys, slavery is on the ballot. I'm going to keep saying this. Slavery, real live slavery, is on the ballot. The United States is trying to drag us back to the 1600s. You, me, it doesn't matter what color your skin is, guys. If you meet the criteria, you can be placed in involuntary servitude. This is the plan. This is the plan of the Federalist Society. This is where the Supreme Court is leading us. This is it's being telegraphed as clear as day what their agenda is, to take every right away from every citizen that is not wealthy landowner. That's why they want everybody to sell their property so that they own it. Understand, pay attention to what they're doing. Even though they won't succeed altogether, they will cause havoc. And this is a long and drawn out process. So it's going to look like they're succeeding even when they're not. And the people, us, are their victims. Understand what they have planned for us, guys. Please. Hello, Liz. Hello. Understand. Okay. Hello, Jasmine. Glad you're here. Hi, Denny. You made it. I'm glad you're here. All right. Fate of Tucker Carlson. First one, Tucker Carlson, please tell us your future and your present and future fate. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Well, I'm glad this was on him. Okay, Tucker Carlson, the fate of Tucker Carlson. The first card Tucker Carlson gets is the Nine of Pentacles. This is what he aspires to, born into. He was born with a silver spoon up his butt. Yes, he was. He is a rich baby. This is a, what do you call him? Well, a trust fund baby. He is a trust fund baby, born into wealth, born into ridiculous wealth. He's never had to work for anything in his life, anything. But Tucker's got some problems coming for him. Tucker's charmed life is about to change. Everything that Tucker has been doing behind the scenes, in front of the camera, is coming to get him. He is about to lose severely. Tucker's career is coming to an end, whether he knows it or not. He's got two of them. He's got the 10 of Swords and he's got the 10 of Pentacles inverted. And we know, guys, that the 10 of Pentacles is money. And the 10 of Pentacles is gain. In reverse, the 10 of Pentacles is chance, fatality, loss, robbery, a game of hazards, okay? Tucker is about to lose. Tucker and Fox News all together are about to come into some hard times. Tucker has been committing treason around the world, working for the Kremlin. His money is coming to an end. We're going to hear about this soon. Look at these, all these pentacle guys. This is Tucker, and his money are going to be soon parted. Tucker is already in a tower moment, whether it looks like it or not. Fox News is being sued. Fox News is going to be found culpable of lying. Tucker Carlson's name is going to be one of the defendants that he's going to have to defend, lying to the people on the news, using his platform to murder people. Remember COVID? He lied. He lied. Told people, don't get no shots. Take ivermectin. Don't follow the CDC. Listen to me. A lot of people died. Here we go. Here's that black horse. And somebody let me know that this black horse is Russia. Tucker is working for the Kremlin. Like I said before, he is working straight for Vlad. He will be found out. He will be removed. He will be sued. He is going to lose everything. The ninth and the eighth position, he's got the 4 of swords. This his hermit's repose. Everything for Tucker is coming to an end. This is his final. This is curtain call. This is his curtain call. Tucker's going to find himself without he's going to find himself lacking an audience, lacking people who care, lacking a show. But he's going to find himself out in the cold alone because he has no friends. He does the bidding of whoever has the most money. He does everything he does for money and self-aggrandizement. His bubble will be popped. Tucker Carlson will lose everything, everything, everything. He will lose. He'll lose his show. Fox News is going to be sued into it's sued until it changes. So that's what we have to look forward to with Tucker. Okay, next one that DianeDL would like to know about is Benjamin Netanyahu, Israel. They finally got him not being the prime minister, but good gravy, there's still all kinds of stuff going on. Dennis says, Tucker and Fox News will be outside looking in. They sure will. They sure will. Jasmine says, Tucker will suffer the same fate as Rush Limbaugh. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. And the only thing that I didn't get on Tucker was the actual death card. That's the only card of his fate being what it is that did not show up, was the death card. Julia Jackson, no more TV dinners. Yep. Okay, let's see. Benjamin Netanyahu, present and future of Benjamin Netanyahu. Here we go. Another one. He is trying to get back into power. Benjamin Netanyahu does not take not being in control very well. He is running. He's already trying to get back into power. His party, there's infighting in his party. They don't want him back, but he is trying. This is another one. The ilk, the same stealing, thieving, robbing, murderous regime. Hide the pickle. Benjamin Netanyahu set back Israel. He set back Israel. He victimized all the people who live on the Gaza Strip. He victimized them, kept them separate, kept them starved, bombed them, kept all this lies going on about them. Benjamin Netanyahu is going to face. He's going to get what's coming to him. And in short order, Benjamin Netanyahu is going to get what's coming to him. He's another one. It's all about the Benjamins, and that's his name. It's all about money. He wants to enrich himself, be the richest, be powerful. He doesn't know what to do if he doesn't have riches and power. So that's what he fights for every day, and he steps on people to do it. He's another one that is going to lose everything. He's going to lose it, and it's coming quickly. Those who live by the sword die by the sword. Those who do everything, prostitute themselves for money, will be made prostitutes for money. They will be prostituted. They will be taken advantage of. And that is what is going to happen to Benjamin Netanyahu. Okay, next one from Diane is Chris Cuomo. Chris Cuomo. I used to like Chris when I used to watch the news. I used to watch Chris Cuomo. I stopped watching right before his brother got sacked. And right before he got sacked, I stopped watching the news altogether. But let's see. I haven't even heard about Chris Cuomo. What is going on with Chris Cuomo? What is your fate, present and future? Chris Cuomo, what are you doing? What are you planning? What's going on? Chris Cuomo. Chris Cuomo has got moves. He is making moves. Oh my goodness. He may sue CNN too. Oh my goodness. Chris Cuomo is feeling himself. He is completely in control of his destiny. He knows that he did some things wrong. But guys, there's a lot of messiness over there at CNN. There's some messiness going on. Cuomo's got some people who are still on the inside that are literally, I hate to say this, but are going to try to take CNN down for the double standards. Another corrupt, big, huge corporation, guys. CNN does not follow its own rules. CNN does double standards. They have rules of conduct that nobody follows. And then when Chris Cuomo got fired from his job and other people did not, it set a precedent. Chris Cuomo is going after CNN. He is going after them. CNN is already aware of this, and they are a little bit worried. He's already gone through his tower moment. This didn't really affect his money. He had a lot of money, and he was one of them people who actually put his money away. His money was working for him in several different ways. But he's bringing a war. He is bringing a war to CNN. And this was going to be something that is going to help CNN become a better news station. This is going to help CNN. It's going to write a bunch of things. Some people are going to lose their jobs at CNN. I mean, at the top, going all the way up to the top, are going to lose their jobs. But in the end, what Chris Cuomo does alerts the whole world to is going to change CNN for the better. But Chris Cuomo is not worried about anything. He will go on to do what he wants to do. There are no closed doors for him. His name is big enough to where he could go and work anywhere he wants to. But right now, what he's focused on is equanimity. He's pissed off that CNN fired him for something that for something that's less than what others have done. So it's a tit for tat. So expect it to get nasty. But CNN will change and become a better business because of it. Because a lot of dirtiness is going to be unearthed. Okay. Where Liz L would like to know where will Don Lemon and Anderson Cooper end up? They haven't left or been fired yet. Where will Don Lemon and Anderson Cooper end up? I feel like Don Lemon is at a tower moment right now as well. Guys, expect some of these guys to fly right over to MSNBC. Expect it. Expect them to fly right over to MSNBC. Oh, yes. And they do this back and forth, MSNBC or another right-leaning, left-leaning broadcast. Let's see. Tell us about Anderson Cooper. I'm going to do a 4-card on Anderson and a 4-card on Don Lemon. So Anderson Cooper, what is going to happen with you and CNN? Looks like Anderson is going to leave CNN. At some point, Anderson is going to leave CNN. His contract may be coming to an end. But he's got the wheel of fortune. He's got karma on his side. He's got fate on his side. These guys can literally walk anywhere and get a job. Anderson Cooper is a huge name, a big journalist. He's not going to have a problem getting employed somewhere else. Don Lemon, let's see. Don Lemon gets the 10 of Cups. So again, Don Lemon is going to be okay as well. Again, look at this. It looks like both of them are going to be, at some point, they both will leave CNN. Both of them will leave CNN. But they'll be okay wherever they go. They'll be able to walk in and into any other broadcast network and get a job. So expect for Anderson and for Don Lemon to leave CNN at some point. their contracts. Either Anderson won't renew his contract, and I think that's probably more the case. Anderson won't renew his contract, and Don Lemon, I don't think they're going to renew Don Lemon's contract, but he'll be just fine. He'll be just fine. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on, guys. A lot of stuff. It's going to be like Good Morning America when all that nastiness happened. There's a lot of stuff that we don't know that happens in these big businesses when they pay these people millions of dollars and give them all this autonomy. Bad things happen. People show who they really are. And this is I'm talking about the actors themselves, because Anderson and Don and Chris Cuomo are actors. Yes, they are, as well as journalists, but they're actors as well. All of this is, we'll see a lot of nastiness that actually goes on behind the scenes in the news. All right. My next question is from Denny. And this is about President Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter, I would say, would probably be one of our most iconic presidents. He came at a time when Gerald Ford, he ran against Ford. This was after Nixon. This was at a very changing time for America. And Jimmy Carter was one of the presidents that was the most human. Everything he did was to help others. A true empath, Jimmy Carter is. He spent his whole life helping others to try to make this country a better place to live for everyone. Okay? So I'm going to do a future throw on former President Jimmy Carter, just to see what the stars have to say about him. Universe, Creator, Tarot, ancestors, please tell us about Jimmy Carter. The first thing we need to prepare for is we need to prepare for the exit of Jimmy Carter. He will be leaving us soon. His time is up. His fight is over. This man put his life, his blood, his sweat, his tears into and he is the epitome of leadership. It's not do as I say, not as I do. It's follow me. Let's all work together. He led the charge. He led the charge. He was a true leader. He never did anything. He never told anyone to do anything that he himself would not do. He led by example. His word was impeccable. He cherished honesty above all. Be a man or woman of your word. If you say you're going to do something, do it. That's what Jimmy Carter stands on. His whole life was to try to ease the suffering of those less fortunate. That is what he came to this planet to do, to ease the suffering of the poorest among us. He worked with everyone, anyone who would work with him to build a better state, nation, world, he would work with. He gave, not only did he give his money, he gave his time, he gave his personal, he gave his self to anything that would help others. When Jimmy Carter is judged, he will be told, "You have done well, my son. Good job. Take your rest." Jimmy Carter is someone that we should all strive to be like. He is the one who says, "Follow me. Follow me. I will show you how to do this. We can do this together." He didn't hold things in confidence. He let people know what was going on. He talked to people. He was a harbinger of change. And when he takes his leave, when he goes to rest, the world will be a sadder place because of it. Yes, Denny, he is an angel on earth. He is a harbinger of change. His entire life was lived to be looked at by others, to show that we can prosper while we help others, that it's not one or the other, that we can be rich while we are enriching others, that the ultimate thing for a man or a woman to do is to help another man or woman or child or anyone who is in need. That is what Jimmy Carter's life on this planet signifies. And I'm very happy that we had him. Okay, before I start crying. See, Jose Meme says CNN is trying to be like Fox News. I don't know. I don't watch it anymore, so I don't know. Let's see. Oh my goodness, you guys have got a lot of talking. Let's see. Jose Meme says the irony is that if Trump had taken COVID seriously and gave Americans a monthly stimulus for a couple of months, he probably could have gotten reelected. Jose, exactly. And here's the thing, and hindsight is 2020. But when you're not a decent person, you can never think about doing decent things. Okay, so those thoughts never crossed 45's mind. His nothing in him is helpful. Nothing in him. Nothing. There is not a helpful bone in his body. Everything about him is about self. If it doesn't make him richer, he doesn't want anything to do with it. Therefore, him giving money away would never have happened. But you're absolutely right. Had 45 given a monthly stimulus, $2,000 to every family for 2 months to stay at home, we would have beat COVID. And you're absolutely right. Donnie Boy would have been reelected. He probably would have been hailed as one of the best presidents of the entire ever. But people who are selfish cannot not be selfish. So benevolence never crossed his mind. Helping people never crossed his mind. It's not in him. Selfish people don't give things to other people to help. They only help themselves. Yeah. Corey Ray says he's a taker, not a giver. Yeah, he is. Denny says, I have followed what Jimmy Carter had done for years. He was the most honest person in government, and that is a fact. He is a true servant. If you want to call anybody a Christian, and if there was an epitome for what a Christian is, there should be a picture of Jimmy Carter, because that is the epitome of Christianity. Help others. Help. Just reach out your hand. Help others. And that's what we're all supposed to do, guys. We all need to be like Jimmy Carter. Every one of us. Every day. Be like Jimmy. Somebody make a t-shirt. Be like Jimmy. Okay. All right. Next question is from Spirits Beyond the Stars. This is the fate of Walmart in the wake of what's happening in China. Guys, Now, there's a whole bunch of rumblings about things going on in China. Again, I don't watch the news. I don't get sucked down those wormholes, so I really don't know. But guys, something does feel off. Feel off. So, let's just ask this. I know there is things going on in China, and Walmart has got to be one of the biggest exporters from China um, in the world. So there's more Walmart stores in America than there are hospitals. Okay. The fate of Walmart in the wake of what's going on in China. What is the fate of Walmart? Oh my goodness. Guys, look at this. First card for Walmart, we get the tower. Okay? Now, let me read to you what the tower says. The tower is distress, ruin, calamity, disgrace, deception, misery. Okay? Woo, that's a bad card to start on. In front of Walmart, we get the Three of Wands, waiting for their ship to come in. Walmart, and guys, I am no fan of Walmart because to me that is another arm, another head of the beast. A company that says, "Oh, we have the lowest prices. We want to help your family," but they are the ones who cut down products, keep the prices the same, or raise them. Anything that was 5 ounces is now 3 ounces. Anything that was 4 ounces is 2 ounces, and you're still paying that same premium cost. Walmart is a group of thieves. Ever since their patriarch died, the children are greedy monsters. They are in bed with the Republican Party. They do not care. They are what is wrong with America. They are not a leader of anything. They are in a tower moment right now. Their entire company is facing some hard times because people are no longer, and this is the people who work there are no longer interested in being slaves. Their turnover is outrageous. They are trying to restructure their business to try to make a way. That's why you see more and more self-checkout, so that they don't have to hire people. Most of the people that they hire are overnight that stock the shelves, and they're trying to put robots in place of that. You're at some point, guys, you're going to walk into a Walmart. Everything is going to be automated. You will check yourself out. There will be robots stocking the shelves. You will not interact with a human person unless something is broken. And that will be the end of Walmart because that's not what people want. They are doing this to themselves. They are starting this war with us. They are taking making themselves richer by giving us less, making us they are not helping with employment. Most of the people who work for Walmart are on assistance because they do not make enough money to live. Walmart is slavery, and then using the states to subsidize people's incomes to help feed them when they're working 80 hours, 40 hours a week, 80 hours to every 2 weeks, full-time employees. Understand, Walmart is part of the problem. And the final outcome for them, every things are out of balance for Walmart. Things have got to change. Karma is coming for them. Guys, I do not see Walmart making it into the future very far. They are going to eliminate themselves because it's not economical. And what everything comes from China. And once that breaks down, they won't even be able to fill their shelves. Walmart is going to go the way of Kmart eventually. Walmart will be a thing of the past. Hello, Mojo. How you doing? Hello. Will Sears and Kmart ever come back? Are they going to be a thing of the past? They are a thing of the past. Kmart is not coming back. Is not coming back. That was bad management, money management. And Sears, this is what happens. Companies like Amazon, online companies that you can shop and get it the next day without leaving your house, is going to be the wave of the future. It is. Um, Malls will become a thing of the past. They are closing now because people are not, that is not the way that technology has people shopping anymore. Malls are more for when you're bored and just want to walk around and do something for an afternoon now. So this is moving into the future, guys. Liz says there is no Hobby Lobby near me. I wouldn't shop there either. I avoid Chick-fil-A. Yep, I have a Hobby Lobby and a Chick-fil-A. I don't go to neither one of them. Don't go to neither one. Of course, I'm vegan. I don't eat meat, so wouldn't go to Chick-fil-A anyway. But even when I was vegan, I ate there one time when my mother died. At her funeral, there was a Chick-fil-A right across from the church, and we went and ate there. And other than it costing more than going to a fast food restaurant, it was nothing that made me say, "Oh, I have to have this in my life." It was nothing. Oh my goodness. I'm a sexy channel, Jasmine. Thank you. Thank you. Thumbs up. Thank you. Hello, hello, hello. Um, let's see. I'm gonna look for some questions, guys. Oh, um, Jules says, I want to know if Russian men got away, if the Russian men got away that were running from Putin. Ooh, Jules, write that in a little bit more detail in the on the other side in the comment section, and I'll ask that on Monday. I'll do a whole throw on that because I want to know. There's a lot. I know that they are stopping people from uh from leaving Russia. And Chase says Jimmy Carter is turning 98 tomorrow. Happy birthday, Jimmy Carter. Oh my goodness, the 1st of October. Oh my goodness, everybody, let's take a second. Let's take one click and let's all just send Jimmy Carter the most, I mean, let's tickle him with as much energy as we are about to send him. Let's give him the biggest psychic hug and thank you that we could possibly give him. Dear universe, creator, spirit guides, please send Jimmy Carter a cosmic hug and a thank you for all that he has done for this nation, for this country, for this world. We are appreciative of this human being. Thank you, Jimmy Carter. Thank you for being an outstanding human being. Thank you. All right, guys. I felt it. I felt it. I hope he felt it too. Okay. All right. Now let me go back down here. Um, oh, I still got a couple more questions. Okay. Spirits Beyond the Stars wants to know, will Brazil stop destroying the lungs of the planet? Liz Spirit says they are destroying Gaia. And here's the sad thing about this is, here we go. We've known that this climate change was coming for 20 years, more than 20 years. Al Gore was talking about this in the 90s. So we're more about 30 years. Okay, so the United States, Great Britain, Russia, nobody else has done anything to avoid or abate climate change. And now, when Brazil started cutting the rainforest, everybody went ape shit. Oh my gosh, they're cutting down the lungs of America, of the world. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Nobody gave a damn when European countries in America and China were destroying the ozone layer with the carbon emissions. But as soon as Brazil started cutting down their trees, now everybody's up in arms because oh, we're gonna leave it to one of the smallest nations to save the rest of the world, when the rest of the world did absolutely nothing to save itself. We cannot blame Brazil for what they're doing. What they're doing is wrong. It is wrong. It is wrong. It's wrong. But what we've done here is wrong. Brazil was not the only lungs of this planet. Everywhere there are trees is the lungs of this planet. Florida was the lungs of this planet. Anywhere there's swamp and trees, that's what it does, is create oxygen. And what have we as humans done? We have built over swamps, paved them, drained them, sucked all their minerals out, killed every tree. Right here in Henderson, the freaking governor took a beautiful a grove of trees, demolished them and turned them into concrete so that they could have concerts on the plaza, so that they could build a freaking skating rink. We can't blame Brazil. We have to blame us. We are responsible for this. We can't point fingers at nobody, because if everybody had done what they were supposed to do as a citizen of this planet, we would not be where we are. We have allowed ourselves to be poisoned. We have allowed our air, our water, our soil to be poisoned. Monsanto has poisoned the entire world. Our bodies are contaminated with fertilizer. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter where you are. If you eat or drink, you have been contaminated by Monsanto. If you breathe air, you have been poisoned by Monsanto. So we can't blame Brazil. We got to blame ourselves. So this is just another link in the chain. We can't point fingers at no one country. It's not Brazil's job to save the rest of us from ourselves. And we have to stop pointing fingers and blaming others for things that we ourselves are responsible for doing. Okay? All right. All right. Mojo says our town has been burning a chemical at night for 3 years. Of course, no one else smelled it, but at least it stopped. Yeah, but Mojo, what has it done to your body, to everybody in your community? We have been poisoned. Understand. Okay, future weather. Like I said, we are not done with these hurricanes. There is another one right behind Ian. There's another one right behind Ian, and this one is going to hit the Gulf Coast, the Texas Gulf. Guys, people in New York, please understand that the water from Ian is gonna come all the way up there. Everybody on the coast needs to prepare for flooding, for severe flooding, for beach erosion. Again, I'm going to say this. If you need to put sandbags around your structures, do it now. There's no waiting. And if you get an evacuation order, please leave. Do not try to ride this storm out. Your life is more important than your property. Your life is more important than your property. Please heed warnings. If you're told to evacuate, evacuate. And guys, some places are only going to have moments. Keep your cars topped off. Call your relatives in other states. Get as far away from the coast as you possibly can. For the next week, get as far away from the coast as you can. Okay? It's going to be bad. And everybody across the middle of the United States, you're not out of the woods either, because we're going to have wind events. Ian is going to cause weather all over, backwards weather from the East Coast to the West Coast. Oklahoma, expect there to be tornadoes. Expect it. Okay? Prepare now. Prepare now. From California to Maine, everybody is going to be experiencing Hurricane Ian. Everybody. Okay? And there's another coming. There is another coming. So be prepared. Don't be scared. Get you a backup battery power. Have it handy. Keep your water, a blanket, some food in your car. Keep your car topped off. Be ready to leave at a moment's notice. No joke. This is real. This is not practice time. This is real. Okay. Barb's Wheel of Fortune, I guess it stops at the U.S.-Canadian border. No, Barb. I'm so sorry. I do not mean to leave out Canada. Yeah, the east coast of Canada. You guys already all the way up there in Nova Scotia already saw what happened when that last one came from California all the way across. Be prepared. Be prepared. That weather goes all the way up, all above the Canadian Rockies. Yes, this will affect all of North America. Okay, I'll put it that way. So I know I talk about America, but I'm not intentionally leaving my Canadian brothers and sisters out. You guys be prepared as well. Oh, Mojo says already hit Canada. Yeah. Well, there's more coming. There's more coming. Okay. All right. Beautiful girl wants to know, why wasn't Jenny Thomas questioned under oath? Because Jenny Thomas is BFFs with your girl Liz Cheney. And like I said, guys, remember who Liz Cheney is. The only reason that she is doing what she's doing is because her life was in danger. She is a Republican to the core. She will protect who she wants to protect. She's only going after Donnie because she's got a beef with him right now. Okay, understand. Do not be fooled. This woman wants to be president. She will be no better than Donnie if she gets in the driver's seat. She will be worse, and she's smart. So you want to see the world get broken? Let Liz Cheney become president. Guys, don't trust her as far as you can spit. She is who she is. She has showed us time and time again who she is. But let's ask Tara, why wasn't Jenny Thomas questioned under oath? Why was she given the opportunity to lie? First card, look at this. Brokenheartedness. Don't want to mess up the friendship. Oh no, these two talk, they still. Yeah. Part of the Federalist Society, Liz is. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. What she's doing to Donnie is a personal vendetta. Jenny Thomas is her friend. She didn't make her get interviewed under oath because that's her friend. That's her friend. She knows what Jenny did. She doesn't want the whole rest of the world to know because she's still part of this plan. She's part of the Federalist Society, guy. Liz Cheney is part of the Federalist Society. Jenny Thomas is married to a federal justice. This goes against what the Federalist Society has planned for us. So no, they're not going to mess with the Chief Justice's wife or one of the justices' wives. No. The same thing. This is just like Donnie Boy's judge that he's got in his pocket. No. We're not going to follow the rules. We're going to make this shit up as we go along. And that's what's happening. The world is watching. And they're not going to be able to squirm away from this because a lot of people are going to be asking this very, very vocally. A lot of people are going to be demanding to know why Jenny Thomas is getting treated differently than other people. Okay? There is a mutiny afoot. People are going to be walking away from bad leadership again. And this right here could be Liz. This could be Liz. People may finally see her for what she really is. She can stand up there with her hair bouncing and behaving, but understand what's at her heart, what is at her soul, who she is. Okay? Do not lose sight of that. So, Jenny Thomas didn't get questioned under oath because, well, she's friends with Liz. But don't worry about it. The DOJ is going to question Jenny Thomas under oath. The January 6th committee is going to waste our time with everything that comes out of Jenny Thomas's mouth, but the DOJ won't. So if you're looking to see if there's any truth that comes out when Jenny Thomas testifies, don't waste your time, because they didn't even compel her to tell the truth. So she's going to sit there and lie and tell stories and say whatever the hell she wants to say. But when the DOJ gets a hold of her, it'll be a different story. Okay? All right. Whew. All right. Okay. Oh, next one from Beautiful Girl. Are our nuclear codes safe? Yes. Our nuclear codes are safe. And I can tell you why I know our nuclear codes are safe is because our nuclear codes change like every second. Okay? So our nuclear codes are safe. Our nuclear codes are safe from Donnie Boy. Ours are. Other countries that we know their secrets, not so much. But ours are safe. And the last question for today. Will a death sentence be respectful of the money that is will he be respectful to President Biden when he receives all the money to help rebuild Florida? Will death sentence DeSantis, will he be respectful to President Biden when he accepts the disaster relief money that he voted against? The people in that the people who went through Hurricane Sandy, he didn't want them to receive any money. He voted against them receiving anything. And remember, that was under President Obama. So he didn't want people who lost everything under Hurricane Sandy to receive anything. But he's got his hand out. Will he be respectful? Cards keep jumping, but they're not flipping over. Here we go. And now the temperance and the fool jumped out. Will DeSatan be respectful to President Biden? Yeah, he will. He will. He will. He will. He'll do the obligatory. He'll curtsy. He'll curtsy. So there it is, guys. This has been Tea Time with Tanya for Friday, the 30th of September, 2022. Okay, guys, remember, I need questions for when I go live with Johnny later this week. I'll let you know which day as soon as he gets back with me. So give me questions that you would like for me and Johnny to discuss. And make him some good ones, guys. I like reading with Johnny. He is so fun to read with. All right. I love you guys. I love you. Take care of yourselves. Let go of all this nastiness. Prepare for what we know is coming. Exhale. We've got this. We've got to learn how to depend on each other, stand together, and come together. We can beat them. We can. But it's got to be a collective effort. I love you. I love every one of you. And I mean this. I love you. You are a part of me. I am a part of you. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. Positive thoughts bring positive actions. Let's change the world by thinking it into existence. Believe in yourself. Believe in the good that still remains in us. I love you. Namaste, everybody. Hi, Risa. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.